For the creative process lecture 1 yesterday, I went over the syllabus with students and I told them about my background, that I am an alumni, a graduate doctoral degree in materials and biomaterials science and engineering. I told them that I did nanomaterials synthesis and characterization, and since I mentioned that since they are freshmen and some of them might not declare their major yet, so I told them the story of myself, how I chose my major. So I told them that I'm interested in plastic, like how it made. So I'm interested in the process of how it made, and I mentioned that my mom graduated with the major of chemical engineering, and I saw her like working and then practicing her skills, and I'm interested in this major. That's at the time that's what I thought, and I did not ask my mom like her experience and how she feel about it. So I encourage students to talk with the people who work in the career that they are interested. And after that, I let students introduce themselves to their friends, and I took note of their major and their name as well. So I noticed some computer science major, cognitive science major, mechanical engineering, business, biology, English major, psychology major, and that are some examples that I took note. And I asked them to share what they want to share to the class as well. So some of them share where they are from, and one of them mentioned they have not built a snowman yet. So I mentioned about Yosemite would be a good place in winter, and I suggest that the student can use yard, which is the bus ride as well. I mentioned that I had the experience, took a free ride on Earth Day. It crowded. I need to stand like 3 hours, but I did sit on the walkway as well. So I suggest to go to the first stop. This case is the Merced Airport. And when I heard the word snowman, it connect me with my experience where my sister played piano, the song "Do You Wanna Build a Snowman?" Yeah. So, and then a student mentioned that similar to my sister, he played piano. He have difficulty to read music note, so I mentioned that my sister read it one by one and then write it down. And another lady told her she played piano, the introduction part of a song. I will ask her later, like, what is that song? At that time I did not catch it, and I did not ask her again. And a student asked how old is my sister, so I told them 20, and I told them it's similar to that age. I told her she just started her school this fall as well, because she took a gap year after her high school. Yeah, and a student shared her favorite color. A student shared that she liked a dog, and a student shared that she commute to Turlock. Yeah, it's like 40-minute drive from Merced. Yeah. And after that, I asked students to pair, and then I asked them to write their name, how they suggest me to pronounce their name, and their major on the piece of paper, and then I took a photo of their pair. And the first pair that I need to take photo, I found that the color of the name tag is very bright, so two students helped me adjust my camera, so they use the manual mode, and then they adjust the ISO to be low in number, so that it's not too bright. And after that, I go over the lecture slide that I have, the question about what is the point of Spark seminar. So I mentioned about we are the research university, so I want the student to have experience on the research process. Come up with the question, define the questions, and then find the potential solution, and then critical thinking on the optimum solution. And before I told them this, I asked whether anyone have any thought on that. So a student did provide her thought about critical thinking. Yeah. So yeah, she mentioned learn how to do research, think, critical thinking. And a student asked me whether should they take note on laptop or in the notebook. So I told it's up to them which one they feel comfortable. And then I asked what is the point of the creative process. Okay, so I mentioned that my friend asked me a challenge question, can we teach creativity? So my co-developer of this class, he mentioned that all of us are creative, and we teach the tools to creativity to unlock more of our creativity, and we focus on the process. I give example of a writing process, which have the brainstorming process, which can use the mind mapping as well, and make a draft, editing, and rewriting. Okay. And I mentioned it is a life skill pick up by doing. Yeah. And with social awareness, it's like we practice, we learn, we communicate. And then the next question is, what are you doing here? So, that's what I mean, the practice, learn, communicate. Yeah. And what is creativity? Okay, so for this question, I asked them to work with their pair, and then I gave them like 10 minutes to think about it, and then I asked them to write on the board. And so some of them mentioned about their unique solution, mentioned about the original of the work. So I took the photo of the statement that they wrote on the board, and I will summarize it. I will put them together in one picture and then upload for them. Yeah. And also for the next class, I will discuss about what is creativity as well. And I also told them that the book that we recommend could support the idea of what is creativity as well. Yeah. And then I asked question about the barometer problem. I noticed that a student did not know what it is and what it looked like, so she searched it, and I let them discuss in group and share their ideas to class. So one of the group mentioned that we can go to the top of the building, time it when we start, drop it, and then stop the clock when it reaches the floor, and then we can do it couple time and then find the average, and from there we can calculate the distance based on the gravity. Yeah. And another person mentioned we can ask the facility how tall is this building too. Yeah. And another person mentioned that we can measure the first story of the building and then we can multiply it. Yeah. So in my opinion, it was a great class, and it seemed like most students engaged with the class. Thank you.